and there's isometric, dimetric, trimetric, and orthographic.
Very good.
In isometric, we know that the object is oriented such that all the angles are equal. The alpha, beta, and the gamma angles are equal. And in dimetric, only two
And
of the angles are equal.
one more thing, very important. Okay, very important. While explaining isometric and these things is angle. Okay, so in isometric, it is always 30-degree inclination on both sides. Okay, that is very important. Okay, that you should specify.
Yes.
Okay, more than alpha, beta, and gamma. That is just for our understanding. But this angles that we use, right? So in diametric, we use two
30
similar
degree,
angles.
49.
Yeah. So in isometric, we use 30 degrees only. Okay, it is inclined at 30 degrees on both the sides. In diametric, it can be any other angle apart from 30 degrees. Okay,
Apart from 30
and
degrees.
less than 90 degrees. So like that it is. So you should see that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And in trimetric, you can use different angles on both sides, so that the angles are not equal to each other. And these different views are used when you want to make sure that all the lines are visible. If you just want to represent
Yeah,
them.
so I'll just explain that again. See, in drafting, when it comes to draft, Satyaprabha, like which angular projection do you use to show your 3D model in drafting?
Third angle projection, if Indians mostly use third angle projection, and the
Okay,
first angle projection is used in European countries,
yeah.
Western.
Okay, not just that, I'm asking you the projection of the model, 3D model. So if you want to show the 3D model, will you make it in which view are you going to put it in? Are you going to put it in isometric view, trimetric view, or diametric view in your drafting? Which
Oh, that is isometric.
isometric, right? Very good. So that's the thing, Srivardhan. So in drafting,
Yeah.
we show isometric. Okay.
Yes.
So as per the standard ASME by 14.5, we do that. Okay, we show isometric. So, but in 3D model, when you are doing the like operation, like putting the hole or it's finding the edges or something like that. So at that time we make it trimetric for our ease of working. Okay, but in drafting, when you're doing it, there's no need for us to have the inside lines and everything. That's no requirement. Just to show the reference 3D model how it's going to look to the manufacturing person. Okay, so in drafting, when it comes to drafting, we show isometric. But when we are working on it, when we do wireframe in the sense we can show the lines instead of showing the complete 3D body, we can make it
Yeah.
edges and everything, so we can see what's going on. So at that time, we make it trimetric. So that concept should be clear.
Yes.
Okay, so you understood, right? What are the two different types of views? How many different types of views are there?
Perspective one.
Yeah, Satyaprabha.
I'm sorry.
Don't do.
Can I get
Yeah, you can see now.
perspective and parallel views?
Yeah, there are two different views. There is parallel views and perspective views. In perspective, we have multiple types of perspective views. So mainly, we took example of first angle, this thing one point perspective, 2 point perspective, and 0 point perspective.
0 point.
Yeah, so it can go on 3 point perspective, 4 point perspective. It can keep going on. Okay, so that concept is clear, right?
Yes.
So now you both know what is first angle and third angle projection also, right? Yeah, so you're clear with the concept, and
Yep.
so I hope you people have made notes of it, and keep it safe. Like when you have interviews, you'll have to go through that once. Okay, and I had asked you guys to go through GDNT, DFMA, and FMEA, right? Have you done it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then
Yeah, I went through, but I don't have the document yet.
okay, you should start making one. So make it very in detail, so that next time whenever like it's like If you have some interview or something, you can directly look into that document and you can just go
Mm-hmm.
through it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So Ashutosh, these you, I think by tomorrow can you get make it ready?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can make it ready. So Ashutosh, you can see the document how they're making it, and even you can start making a document for DFMA and FMEA. So that will be helpful for your future. So now let's begin with this. So again, always give a name, because in the future when you're doing multiple models, all these things will be like taken for the bill of materials. So you don't have to redo it again and again. So if you do it from the starting, the part name will be visible here. So we are still in the sketch workbench. So like anything else, Satyaprabha, like do you recollect what all the other things that we did apart from the views and the theories?
Uh, Apart from that, we just went to the product bench, and then we went to the sketcher,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw about constraints, like how constraints on your shape is retained, and we should know when we should keep the constraints on and off,
Mm-hmm.
like you know yeah and then we learned about something from tools, like
Mm-hmm.
how to, the first ever thing that we should do is look at the dimension of the, before designing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we should set the parameters, and that's it. We also learned about accuracy,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw what are the UI styles available: P1, P2, and P3,
Mm-hmm.
like basic, usual, and P3 as a sophisticated view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rest explained by Srivardhan.
Yeah. Srivardhan, you can go ahead. Like anything else, if she has missed out anything, you can add in.
Um,
We had
I
discussed about
think
datum
that's it.
planes.
You
Datum
said
planes,
that.
how to select the datum planes. Then we had discussed about how to customize, like how to like if some of the views, like some of the tools are missing, how to bring it back into the screen. So that customize option. Then how to change the units. So all the drawings won't be in the same unit. Some drawings will be in inches. Some drawings will be in mm. Some drawings will be in meters. Some drawings will be in kilometers. If you take some like oil refinery, so the tanks and everything will be like kilometers long. So all the units will change depending upon the place that you're working in, right? So you should be able to change the units. If they ask you to tell, if you're doing, if you're a person working on millimeters, and if your manager comes and tells you like, Srivardhan, please do this, this is different, like they'll give you the drawing, so it'll be in meters, so you'll straight away start designing it for in millimeters. So what will happen? Huh? So that's why
Yeah.
you should be very like cautious while doing that, and you should be like knowing how to change the parameters. So like how do we change the parameters? I think we have explained that in the previous class.
Yes,
Uh,
tools, options, parameters.
Yeah. So tools option, we have go to options. See, customize is here, or else we can straight away go to customize over here. So first we'll go to our sketch workbench. So I'll just select the top layer I'm selecting. Um any particular reason for selecting top view?
We usually go with the top view. I
Yeah,
usually do that.
yeah, because if you open AutoCAD, you have XY coordinate, right? XY
Mm-hmm.
coordinate, and that is again in top view. So all the 2D drawings that you do in AutoCAD is in top view. So you can basically just select this top view when we are going to sketch in 2D. For examples, I'm saying. So we have a lot of 2D examples to familiarize with the 2D tools. So we'll just basically take this. So here we have H for horizontal, V for vertical. So again, this is V is again the y-axis, H is again the x-axis.
Mm-hmm.
So go to tools, then go to options, So what is options? So over here, go to our parameters. Okay, in parameters, go to units 1, 2, 3. In parameters and measure, go to 1, 2, 3. Third one, units. In units, we have all different types of units. So length, millimeters, mm. Okay, so if you want to change it, you can go here and change millimeters to a meter, centimeters, kilometers, inch, foot, feet, inch, reactions, whatever you want to. Even if you want to make it in nanometers, you can make it in nanometers. Then here you have the angle. If you want to change the unit of angles to degrees, radians, gradients, or anything that you want to change it, you can change it from here. Okay, and time you can change it from here. So seconds, milliseconds, hours, minutes, whatever you want, you can change it from here. Okay, so are you familiar with this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is very important. So compatibility is not required. This is virtual thing, again not required. So in mechanical design, I think I have, yeah, I explained one more thing about the graphic properties, how to fix that, right? The circle, if it is in hexagonal shape, how to fix that. I think we have discussed that
Yeah,
also. Yeah,
yeah, that's what accuracy, right?
yeah, and see the grid size. If you want to adjust this grid size, see horizontal, vertical is 10 graduations, 100 millimeters apart. So that also you can just change from here. If you want to snaps, you can snap it here. So like that you can do it. Then you have more options in this, not required. So here also not required, not required. Shape, this is all not required. Then yeah. So in infrastructure, see sometimes what happens is, see in infrastructure go to part infrastructure. Sometimes your the display in which, see, go to display. Sometimes what happens is your planes, your datum planes will be too small. Like this it'll be in your screen. So it'll be very difficult for you to select the planes. At that time you have to go to tools, go to options. In options, go to your infrastructure. In infrastructure, go to part infrastructure. In part is infrastructure, go to the second option, and you'll get the access system display. Maximize it and click OK. Okay, like this you can get the datum planes. So select this datum plane and go to sketch. So one more thing is, we have different types of views over here on the bottom. One is aeroplane view. This is again when you're doing a fly mode. Fly mode again, it's used mostly in 3D. So if you have a tube or something, if you want to go deep inside the tube and see it, check the view inside, then you can use this. Or else you have this fit screen. Fit screen is like, see, if in case this is very, like if you have a drawing on this plane, okay, and you're not able to see it, so you can just fit screen and that will fit the screen here. And then we have the pan option. So panning means again to move the object here and there. So I'll teach you what the mouse commands are for that. And here we have rotate option. Again, you can rotate it like this. Even I'll teach you the shortcut command for this, no worries. Then we have zoom in and zoom out.
For those of you just coming in, just make sure to type your name in the chat box.
So yeah, I think somebody has to mute it. Satyavra, I think you have to mute it now. There's a lot of
No,
disturbance.
no, it is not from me.
It's a lot of disturbance. I think Amitosh, could you mute yourself?
Yeah, yeah, 1 minute.
Okay, now it's not there. Okay. So it's explaining this. So we have fit screen, we have pan, we have rotate, we have zoom in, zoom out, and here we have normal view. So if you're familiar with SolidWorks, you'll know what normal view is. It'll automatically bring the plane back to the screen. So you can see if you click this, our XY plane is again back to the screen. Just click this. So it will be like this. So whatever plane we have selected, it will automatically come back to the plane. So now I'll show you this. I'll show you this fit screen option. So you have a circle, So it's very large. It's out of my view. Okay, it's out of my view. So I want to bring it back. Okay, to the visible area. So I'll just fit screen. So you can see it's here. So I'll show you similarly here. See, it'll be a large image. Okay, I'm working here. So now I want to work there. So what I'll do is again I'll fit screen. So you can see I got my this view also. So I can start working like this. Are we clear with this? That is fit screen. So you can just fit screen now. So now when I'm doing it, I'll by mistakenly I'll just rotate it few inches like this. So now I'm not able to work on this. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my normal view. So if I click normal view, it will come back. Okay. So sometimes what will happen is, sometimes what will happen is I'll click normal view like this. Okay. So the side will change. See, horizontal became this side. So just click this back. So you'll come back to the actual view. Okay, like this. And here we have the zoom in. Here we have the zoom out. So I'll teach you the shortcut commands in mouse. So what you have to do is basically just see in your mouse. You can just use your scroll key. I think you will have scroll keys in your mouse. So just if you just hold your scroll key, you can pan it. Okay, I'm just holding it so I can pan it like this. Are you guys trying it?
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Just the scroll key, hold it, and you can move the complete sketch here and there. Okay, that's one thing. Then what do you have? Then you have this, hold the scroll key and tap on the right hand mouse button. Just tap. If you tap, the symbol will change to these top and down arrows. So if you go up, you're zooming in. If you come down, you're zooming out. Okay, if you go up, zooming in, and come down, zooming out. And for this, you should always hold the scroll key. Okay, scroll key, you should keep pressing it, and just see, hold, just keep pressing it, and just click once on the right hand side. You shouldn't take your hand off the scroll key. Just click once on the right hand mouse button, so you can zoom in and zoom out. If you hold the scroll key, then you can pan it. Now, how to rotate it? Sorry, to rotate it, hold the scroll key and hold the right hand mouse button together. See, then you can rotate the image. Have you got this?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you do it. You can just write it down. So you'll be more familiarized with that tools once you're using the using it for your 3D models and everything. So right now, if you just know the basic concept how to use it, that's more than enough. While you're doing it, you'll automatically start using your hands to rotate and do all those things. So it'll come naturally. So these are tools. Then here we have the different multi views. So this again comes handy when you're doing your 3D model. And this is the thing which I was talking about. Here we have different views. See, this is a complete isometric view. Okay, see 30-degree inclination here, 30-degree inclination here. This again, all these things comes handy when you're doing your 3D model. Those are 3D model tools. Here we have, see, you can see this is wireframe. Okay, it's shading with adjust. Here we have wireframe. See, the entire thing will be shown. So this again comes in your 3D modeling. So here we have hide and show. Hide and show means you can hide the lines, and or else you can bring it back. So this is swap visible space. These two commands are very helpful and very important. So you'll get to know about this when you're doing further. So all these tools comes very handy when you're doing 3D modeling. Okay. So now here we can see this is like new part, open, save, print, then undo, redo, all those things is over here. Okay. Then what do we have? Then I had talked about constraints. So what are the two different types of constraints? Srivardhan, I hope you can
Um,
recollect it. Yeah.
you're asking about the different types of constraints, right?
Yeah. What are the different types of constraints?
Okay, so as far as I know, there's we have some sketch constraints, like tangent, horizontal, vertical constraints that we impose on
That's
sketches.
okay. That's okay. So basically, we have two different types. One is
Dimensional and geometric.
yeah, dimensional and geometric. These are two different types of constraints we have. Okay, we can completely constrain it using dimensional constraints, or we can completely constrain it using geometric constraints. And to ease the work, we can constrain it using both. Okay, so these are two constraints. So in dimensional constraints, what happens is we have length, width, horizontal distance, slope distance, then all those things we have radius. Like that correctly, we can constrain it. Okay, and here in geometric constraints, we have parallelity, perpendicularity, circularity, concentricity, then parallelism, so collinearity. Like that, we have so many different types of constraints. So we have to use a combination of the two to simplify the design and to make our drawing properly constrained. Right now, do you think this drawing is constrained? Is this drawing constrained?
No,
No,
I
right?
don't think it's
No.
Huh? Is this constrained?
no, it's not.
It's not constrained. So what is going to happen is, see now, what will happen, I'll tell you. So I have this model with me. Okay, I have this model with me. Okay, I'm in urgency. Okay, I'm very urgent. This is a model that I have in my hand. So there's some I'm going home and I have some final modification. The client has asked me to reduce this angle, circle diameter to some 200. Okay, so what I'll do is in urgency, I'll just go here. I'll change this to 200. I'll click OK. It didn't change. But this is somewhere here. But I'll just read this. See, it is not constrained. Okay. Here, we'll just take here. Let's put here. So I have to, I'll just as per client requirement, I'll just change this value to 500 and I'll just go. Okay, so here screen will be like this. The part is somewhere here. Okay, when I change this to 500, this is 1500. Okay, you can see the rectangle here. It's this large. The length of this is somewhere how much is the length? Okay, right. So you can measure it. So it's 750 mm. So now in urgency, I'll just change this to 500. So somewhere there. So you can see this was 700 mm length. So after me changing this will change its distance to
250.
250 mm. Okay. So I didn't notice it. So this is what happens. One of the things that is going to happen when your drawing is not constrained. The other thing that is going to happen is when you're sharing this file. Okay, if you're sharing this file to somebody else, so he'll convert it. When he converts it, what will happen is this drawing will automatically change. It'll change a little this side, will go this side, because what is happening, the computer is trying to process the information that is in some other computer. So all these things will happen. Okay, so it's beyond your control. So that's why no matter what you're doing, you should make sure your drawing is perfectly constrained. Okay, so you should make sure your drawing is perfectly constrained. So we have two different types of constraining method. One is dimensional constraint and one is geometric constraints. It is very important and very critical for your design. No matter what kind of design you're doing, no matter what kind of software you're using, no matter what kind of project you're doing, these are the very basic things that you should be very well aware of. Okay. And one more thing that is very important, which comes from your experiences, the way you're going to constrain it. Okay, there are different types of constraints and different ways to constrain it. So you can like dimensionally constrain this whole thing by just giving the values. Okay, you can give the double click on. See, one more thing about Catia is if you want to use any tool multiple times, double click on that. So you can see this thing value is not taken because delete this. So it's already there. So you can see. And one more thing, to constrain anything, you should take this vertical and horizontal line, which are the origin, as the reference. If you take with this reference, your things will be constrained. Okay, that's very important. Okay, see now I gave this value, still it's not constrained. So I'm very confused. Why it's not constrained? I gave this dimension, I gave this dimension, still it's not constrained. What is happening? What should I do? So if there is any confusion like that, what you have to do is you have to just try moving this. See, it's not going up and down. So that means it's constrained perfectly with respect to the height. Then it's not increasing the circle diameter is not increasing and decreasing. So that means the circle is properly constrained. So only way it is moving, it is in the sideways. So that means I have to constrain this with respect to the side. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the dimension constraint. I'll just select this point. I'll select the vertical line. I'll constrain it this way. So now when I'm trying to move it, so you can see it is properly constrained and it's not moving from its place. Okay, so just change this. See, even still now this is changing. So what you have to do is, see, you have to see where this constraint is, why it's changing. So here we can see there's a tangency, right? Over here there's a tangency. So delete this tangency. Now when you delete this tangency, you can see this is free. So now here we can give the distance. Okay, 750. And now when you're changing this, there is not going to be any variation with that. Okay, like this you can constrain it. Whatever you're doing, everything should be in green. No matter what sketch you're doing, everything should be in green color. So that you should make a note of it. Okay, that is how you constrain this. You can constrain it dimensionally. So this entire thing is dimensionally constrained. Also, you can just directly geometrically constrain it. Also, so combination of two is the best. Okay, so yeah. So coming to this, so we had discussed sketching tools. So any other tools we had discussed yesterday? I mean, last week.
Uh, just the rectangle. We didn't go for the profile.
Okay. So we'll start with the profiles.
Mm-hmm.
And see, when this is vertical, if you want to make it horizontal, press Shift key. Okay, press Shift key and you'll get this like this. If you use Shift key more than 5 times, you get that error. So just click once and drag it and you'll get this. And one more thing which I had told you, before using any tools, make sure you customize it. Okay, we don't know what tool is missing. Okay, some tool might be missing. See, and sometimes what happens is this sketch tools itself, after our use, sometimes we unknowingly just close it. Okay, sometimes it happens with me all the time. So we just close it by mistake. So you have to always customize it. Go to toolbars, restore all contents, click OK. Restore positions, click OK. So you should do this. Close this. So we'll get whatever we have removed, that we'll get it back. So if you want to put it in place, you can just fix it here. You can see wherever you want, you can place it. If you want this in the left hand side, there also you can do it. It's all up to you. Wherever you want to put it, you can put it. So this is a sketch plane. So I'll just normal view. Let's go on that side. Again normal view. Then fit screen. Okay. Now coming to our tools, so I'll take this, I'll put it here, shift right below this. Okay, because sketch tools is very important. You have multiple options in sketch tools. No matter what tool or command you're using, you'll have a lot of options for the sketch tools. So I'll put it here so you can see, observe what are the changes that's happening in sketch tools. So first go to your profile. So in your profile, the moment I select this, you can see first point horizontal, vertical. So these two things they're showing. So basically in the olden days, they never had a mouse. So instead of mouse, they used to give these constraints. Okay, we call this constraints x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, sorry, yeah, x coordinate and y coordinate values. So here we can basically give 0, which basically you can give 0, caps lock, tab, 0, enter. Okay, so you can see I got this origin point. I'll give 100, tab 100, enter. Then again 100, no, not 100. This thing will be yeah, again. Okay, length I gave 100, vertical I gave 100. Okay, sorry, control Z. So from here I have to give horizontal 100 and tab, this should be 0, tab. Then I have to give this 0, tab 100. Okay, then I have to give vertical no, control Z. So I have to give 100, tab 100, tab, and again now I have to come back. So this is like the NC program. So you can just give the coordinates. So now I'll give horizontal 0, 0, tab 100 again. Okay, so we'll get it there. Now what I have to do is horizontal 0 and this 0. So this is 0 and 0, enter. So you can see I got a rectangle, I created a rectangle without using the cursor, and you can see it's just fully defined, fully constrained. So this is how olden days people used to do the model. Okay, you can see 100, 100, 100. So like this we can do it. So here again, this is, see here we have three other options, 1, 2, 3. So if I'm doing something, so you can see here I have this option. So what I'll do with that is, so I'll just make this horizontal. One more thing, okay, when you're doing this, okay, now I can just click on this or this. So two different types of tangents we have. One is 3-point arc and one is tangent arc. So which is, I prefer tangent arc. If I click this, so you can see this will be tangent and this will be tangent. These two are tangent. Okay, that's why I prefer that. So in this, see these options are there. Here we have this 3-point arc. So I can straight away start creating a 3-point arc. Not like this. So I'll just click this, 1, 2 and 3. So 3-point arc I can create like this. Okay, so these are the options that I have. So I can I'll be doing this. See, I can create anything. So profile is one very important tool. So any kind of design you can do with respect to the thing. So you can create anything that you want, and if you want you can use a curve also. So it's like this. It's a combination of multiple tools. So all complex designs you can use this profile command to do it. Once you close it, then you can exit that thing. Also you can press escape command to exit it. So profile command, it's important, really important tool. So are we clear with this?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah. Next is our rectangles, different types of rectangles. So here we can see a drop down icon is there. So if we click that, we have more options. One is our rectangle, normal rectangle, two-point rectangle. So click one here, click one here. So you get 2-point rectangle. This is a basic rectangle that you see in your AutoCAD also. Here we have 3-point rectangle, that is oriented rectangle. Oriented in the sense you can create a rectangle in an angle. Okay, at an inclination you can create one rectangle. Here again, here this is parallelogram. Parallelogram means, what do you mean by parallelogram? Satyaprabha, what do you mean?
Sides are parallel.
Huh?
The sides are
Yeah.
parallel and it
The
doesn't
parallel.
need to be 90 degrees.
Yeah, okay, that only. So you can just create a parallelogram like this using this command. So the sides will be parallel to each other. Opposite sides will be equal to each other. Then we have slots or elongated holes, and here cylindrical elongated holes. So slots are very important. So to create a slot, what you have to do is, first you have to create a rectangle, then you have to create an arc. You can use this since we know this. So you have to create a 3-point arc. So 1 2 3 3-point arc here. Then here you have to again here you have to create, escape this, escape here again, create a 3-point arc over here at water distance. Then once that is done, then you have to delete this lines, and still all these things will be constrained. If I change this, you can see this is changing. So many errors you are getting like this. So instead of this unnecessary thing, what I can do is I can basically have a tool like this in place. So if I use this tool, elongated holes, so I have basically the reference line and the inclination angle. So now if I'm changing this, you can see it's properly changing with respect to this. Okay, now if I want to constrain this also, I can just directly constrain this with respect to this. So I can give a distance over here, and I can just change one value. If I change one value, that's more than enough. So you can see it is properly in place. So this thing, if I change here, here it will change. So this is unnecessary wastage of time. So that's why we should use elongated holes command for all such slots. So it will be much more easier and convenient for us to do it. Then here we have cylindrical elongated holes. So again, similar to this, we have elongated some thing. So you can just create a elongated hole like this with respect to this. So you can see here again, you can adjust it however you want without any much problems. So such shapes you can create it. Okay, is this fine? Have you understood this?
Yes.
Yes.
Then we have keyhole profile. So this again, just specify the length of this, radius of this, then you can specify the radius. So like this shape also you can create. I don't know where I have never used it, and it never came of use to me. But sometimes if you want to use such a shape, you can create it. Then here we have the hexagon. So hexagon, how many sides it will have?
6 sides.
So you can create hexagons using this command. So here we can just create it like this. Using this command, you can select this. over here, whichever direction you want to place it there, you can just select and you can just click and you can create it like this. And then here we have centered rectangle. So you can create a centered rectangle like this. So this is something which I prefer the most. Any design I'm doing, I prefer the center point rectangle. So you can make a note of it. Make sure you use center point rectangle. The reason is one more important thing. No matter what kind of sketch you're doing, make sure all your sketches starts with respect to the center origin. Because if you recollect the constraint example that I was doing, I was constraining everything with respect to the origin point. That is our horizontal vertical point. So the more drawings you do it in the exact center, the more easy it is for you to constrain it. Right? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever sketch you're doing, whatever 2D models you're doing, make sure all those 2D models are with respect to the origin point. So if you're creating a circular object or something, make sure the center of the circle is with respect to this. Okay. If you're making a rectangular block or something, any component, make sure the center is with respect to this. So for that, I use center point rectangle to make my drawing more efficient. So now see if the thing is done. So if I give a value here, it's constrained. Automatically it's constrained. I don't have to do much. So if it is center point rectangle, all the sides will be in symmetry already. So if I give this value, it's already constrained there. And if I give this value, it's already constrained here. So within a fraction of a second, I can completely constrain this like this. At the same time, if this was outside somewhere, so see, if this same thing was outside somewhere, if the same thing was outside, it would take me a hell lot of time to constrain it. See, if I give this value, still it's not constrained. If I give this value, still it's not constrained. If I give this value, still it's not constrained. Then again I have to select these two, still it's not constrained. Then I have to select these two, then it comes to constraint. Then I have to constrain this rectangle. So I have to select this, still this one is constrained now. I have to select this, then constrain this. So like this I have to do it. So it will take so many steps. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here only 2 steps I took. Here I took so many. 5, 6, 7, 8, close to 10 steps I took here. So it's time consuming and unnecessary. If you want to make any changes, it's very difficult. Okay, understood? Because if I change this,
Yeah.
if I change this to 1500, so you can see it's just somewhere else. So that's why you should make sure you do it in center. No matter what sketch you are getting, everything you should do it with respect to your center point, origin point. Is that clear? So
Yes.
here we have one more thing, that is a centered parallelogram. So to do this, you have to create a exact position where you want it. So I'm giving two lines like this. It's basically a parallelogram, center parallelogram. So to select the two lines. So with respect to this one center, I'll get this. So this will be parallel to this. This will be parallel to this. So you can make this two reference elements. So for that, you have this construction line which we explained in the previous class. So like this you can do it. Like this you can do it. Okay, have you all understood this? So that is
Yeah.
all the rectangular options.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to circles. So in circles, we have couple of other options. So here we have so many different types of circles. First one is center point circle, which is something which we use maximum. So here we have horizontal, vertical, and radius. So we can directly specify which point you want. So at a distance of 750 horizontal, okay, and vertical at a distance of 500, I have a circle of radius 0. Wait, it's gone. Huh? Okay, at a distance of 750. At a distance of 750, vertical distance of 1000, I have, what is this? Right. Okay. Let's just specify the 300 something is wrong. Tab 500, 1200. So first you give the radius, some error or something, it's okay. So basically you can use it, do it with sketch, or else here only you can just type whatever you want, 500, right, 500, enter. Here you can give 1000, enter. Once. And here you can specify the radius, 500, enter. So here, okay, this is very, okay, here it is, okay, sorry. So that was, I thought, small. So here we can see at 1000, at a height of like at a distance of 750. Here we get the point. Then we just have to give the radius. Okay. So using the sketch tools we can do it. Or else basically you can just go and point it at that location. So location you want, that location you can point. Always make sure it's in center. So you can press tab, tab, tab. You can give the radius, whatever radius you want. You can give enter. So you can see it is automatically constrained. So you can see all these things are in reference lines. So go to your construction line, click here. All things will be become solid. Okay. Are we clear with this?
Yes.
So that is your center point rectangle, which is one of the most convenient ways to create a circle. Next is 3-point circle. So 3-point circle, basically using 3 different points, we can create a circle. So you can just create 1, 2, and 3 points. You can create a circle like this using 3 different points. So in some constraints environment, if you want to create circles, you can use this command. So 1, 2, and 3. Like this, you can create. The next is coordinate. Circle using coordinate. The very basic thing that we did right now. The same thing is over here. So what we are doing here, same thing we are doing here. So I'll give 1000, tab, wait, I have to give 1000. Then here press tab, and whatever distance you want, here you can give, and press tab. Here whatever radius you want, you can give, and you can click OK. So you can see the circle is created. Same as sketch tools. That is your coordinates, circle coordinates. Like this you can create it. Then here we have tritangent circle. Tritangent circle is 3 tangents. Tri. So you're familiar with those words. So tri means 3 tangents. So tritangent basically is 3 tangents. So if you have 3 different tangents, you can create this. So here you can see tangent to this, tangent to this, and tangent to this. So you can get a circle perfectly aligned within this area.
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, okay, I have one circle here. So if you use tritangent circle, you can create a circle anywhere between whatever you want. You can create a perfectly aligned circle. So it will be tangent to all the 3. So you can see automatically it will adjust also. Okay, are we clear with this? That's your tritangent circle.
Yeah.
Here we have arcs, different types of arc. So we have 3 different types of arc. One is 3-point arc. Then we have 3-point arc starting with limits. This is something which I prefer the most in arcs. Okay, because we have the position. And then here we have the center point arc. So basically, if we have a rectangle or something, so if you want to draw an arc, so 3-point arc you can use. So this is the same thing which we did in our profile command. So you can create an arc like this using the 3 points. Then here this 3-point arc with cursor is something which I prefer the most because I can directly adjust the thing. See, I can adjust the arc according to my wish and fancies. So you can say I can make it tangent if I need it, or I can make it very small. So I can adjust it according to my requirements. So that's why I prefer this one the most. So you can see, you can just select the arc distance and I can just adjust it accordingly. Okay, then we have our center point arc. Center point arc means we have the midpoint. You just select the edge from where, and you can just create it like this. You'll get this tangent here and tangent here. So this is something, 3 different arcs we have. So we are clear with this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll do one example. This. So it's all AS documentation. So you can see in AS company we have a lot of things. We have control plan. We have requirement compliance matrix. We have bill of materials. We have design development review. We have design development plan. We have DFMEA. Then in documentations we have so many documentations, technical spec. Then we have design description document, design requirement document. Then we have so acceptance test procedure, validation and verification, acceptance test reports. Then we have so many other documents, user manual, so many documents we have to create. So this is again, wait, I can show this. Okay, so different things we have like this. So all things. Okay, so we have a lot of documentations when it comes to aerospace. So yeah, what is it saying? What was I? Yeah, example.
Example.
Yeah. So we have done all these things. So let's see, this is the most relevant example. We'll do 2 examples and I'll give you some assignments. And make sure you complete the DFME, FME, and GDNT documents tomorrow and share it to me.
Okay.
Should we email that to you? The
Yeah,
DFMEA document?
yeah, your email.
Okay.
So we'll do a simple one. So you can take a screenshot of this. You can take a screenshot of this. Is it visible? It's too bright.
It is visible.
Yeah.
It's written in Korean though.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if you want anything now, so what you have to do is see any like examples and everything. So what you basically do is you go to your this Chrome or something. Over here, you just go into something called Pinterest. So that thing you'll get in your thing also in your phone app also. So go here, and here You just download the 2D drawings. So here you can just write Catia 2D draft 2D drawings. Enough, more than enough. So you'll get a lot of examples here. So you get plenty of examples here for you to practice. Okay, so you can draw a Doraemon also if you want.
Okay.
So anything that you want, you can see guitar is there. Whatever design you want to do, all the dimension will be here. According to that, you can create a 3D model or 2D model, whatever you want to do. So all the practice material is over here. So you don't have to wait for me to give a lot of practice materials. You can straight away go here and you can take all the materials from here itself. Are we clear?
Yeah.
So take screenshot of this. Once it's done, you can say done. Is it done?
It's done.
Okay. Let us minimize this. I'll open this. This. I'll just close this. Nope. I'll open new. For opening new, you can press Ctrl N like anything. Here we can press Part P and enter. And here you can write the. So select the plate. Go to Sketch. We'll do this. First, take some time to observe what are the things that you need, what are the things where it is, and what are the dimensions given. So we can do it like this. So you can start from here. Distance of 40. You can take this. So here you can start. From where do I start? Start from here. Okay. So like there are two different ways of doing it. So one is the difficult way. So what I'll do is I'll double click. See, if you need to use any tool multiple times, just double click it. So I'll draw one line. Okay. So this is a difficult way how most people do it. So I'll just give the distance. This is 30. Enter. Then I want to make it in center. So I'll make it. Take distance again. Center point this. I'll make this 15. Enter. So this is in center now. Then the distance here is 40. I'll select this. I'll select the center. I'll give 40 distance here. Okay, done. So here I have one more line. Here I have somewhere here. So this one is 20. Enter. Any distance they have given? Yeah, 40 again. With respect to this one looks exactly in center. So I'll give select this. I'll select this. I'll give 10. Enter. Then the height is, you can see this is 80. So I'll give this one with respect to this 40. Enter. Then I'll draw a line like this. I'll join these two like this. Then here I have one line here again 30. So same thing, just select this, can give 30. Enter. And you can see this is inclined, so I can just go select this. See, now nothing is there, this is turned off. If I select this, it will come back. So make it vertical. Okay, constraint, vertical constraint. Select this again, select this, select this. 30 means 15. So now it is in center. Okay. Now what else? Then we have this curvature that is 15 degrees. So I can go to my curve. I can use this. I can select this. And here there's one more line, I believe. More line, no? 50. So here I can just select this. I can select somewhere randomly here. Like this I'll select. Okay. So now I'll just constrain this. So this thing is 15 degrees. Enter. Then over here again there is an arc. So you can select this. I can select here. Then I can select here somewhere I'll select. Just randomly doing it. Tangent here. Good. So then I can select these two and go to constraints, coincidence. Okay. So this thing I'll give 10. Distance, angle I'll give 10. Enter. And this distance is 40 again. Distance of these two is 40. Enter. And this angle, how much did I give? 15. Wait, I'll just get rid of this. Radius 15. Okay. From here, let me mistake this. From here to here is 25. Enter. So this angle is way too much. So what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this. Delete. I'll go to this. I'll select this point. I'll select this point. I'll create one more arc like this. Then I'll give the thing 15 is there. So you just have to make this to tangent. Go to this tangency. Click OK. Get rid of some value. Here you just get rid of this. Can't do that. Control Z. Okay, it's already 15, so it's okay. So this is done. So same thing you have to repeat in the bottom section, or else what you can do is that mirror option they'll use it. Okay. So this is how they do it. So other way, the shortcut way which I use is, see, I'll just get rid of this. So again we have fillets and other options. So double click on the profile command. So in profile command, we just straight away start doing this. Okay, whatever shape is there, okay, that shape you just do it like this. So usually I do this fillet command will be there, so it's okay. When you're doing this, make sure it's symmetry with the top also, and just do it like this. Okay, first you do this. Once this is done, double click on the dimension. So we know this is 20. Enter. So you can see, since I just took with reference to the reference line, here also it's changing accordingly. So this thing is 30. Enter. This thing is also 30. Enter. So this one's distance is of 40 from here. This one's distance is 40 from here. Okay. Then our constraints also I'll select this, and I'll select the horizontal. Okay, just observe this side and the horizontal. Constraints, I'm going to give symmetry. If I give symmetry, no matter what I change here, see, if I give this 40, here also automatically it'll change. So that's why I give symmetry command. So I'll give 30, enter. Okay, so symmetry I'll show you again. To make it symmetry, you have to select this, you have to hold control, select this and select this. First two sides, then this one that is in center. You have to give symmetry option here. Click OK like this. So you can't give that because we have already given 40 distance. So if you remove that, it's okay. So that's one thing that you should know. It's very important. Then here we have the height. Double click on the distance. we have this as 40, enter, and here also we can give the symmetry command. Select these two, wait, hold control, select this, select this, select the horizontal line, go to your constraints, make it symmetry again, click OK. So symmetry command is applied over there. So 20, take dimension, vertical, this, give 10 here, okay. So this is 30, all the distance is covered, all the height is covered, this one's height is also covered. Now still this is not constrained, so just check where is the problem. So you can see this 30-degree angle is not constrained still. Okay, control Z. So every time if you have any doubts, try to move it. See, you do whatever you want, doesn't matter. You just have to press Control Z to undo. Control Z, Control Z, you can undo it like this. So here also you can apply symmetry. I'll show you how. Select the point, hold Control, select this point, select horizontal line, and you can go to your this constraints. You can make it symmetry. Even like this, you can do it. Okay, so you can see this is constrained. Now see why this is not constrained. This is mostly not constrained because this value is not given. So now even this is constrained. Once this is done, then what do we have? This is 30. Over here we have circle of radius 10 at this point. So you have to just create a circle at this location tangent to this. Here this one's diameter is 10. Okay. No, 10 is for 30 distance. This is the thing. 50 distance. Okay, yeah. So basically this has to be at 50. Yeah, sorry. So delete this. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So at 50 distance, this is actually 50. So give 50, enter, like this. So now it will be correct. Okay. So now we can straight away use the angles. So go to the circle, drop down icon. So over here they have the center point, or else what we can use is we can use this command, 3-point or angle. So you can just select this 1, 2 or 3-point we can use. So 1, 2 and 3. And if you want to change the direction of the arc, you just have to press Control. Okay, I'll use this. Select this, select this, put it here, and just give the value for this. It's 15.4 because the center point has shifted. Just give 15, enter. We'll just get rid of this line. For that, we'll just take the circle, delete. So before that, what I'll do is I'll take the circle here. So over here we can see at 30 distance we have circle of radius 10. Here we have this arc. So we'll just, usually this is done using the fillet command. Fillet command again, within few seconds we can do it. So here we'll just give, then we'll give. So take dimension. This is 15 and the distance is not specified. Over here they have given 10. Yeah. So select this, select this. Here we have 10. Enter. Take one more circle with respect to this, tangent to this. Okay, and this and this. Go here, make it coincidence, and click OK. Tangent. Yeah. Okay, Control Z. Control Z. So select this, go here, make tangency, and click OK. Then what you have to do is just trim this thing off. So here we can just trim it. So for trimming we have this option, erase option. Okay, so you can just delete this, select this and delete this. Double click on this. Yes. Okay, there's some gap over here. So you just select this, and give coincidence so that gap is filled. So then you can just delete this like this. Same thing we can do here also. Okay, so basically we do this with fillet command. So straight away we can just do it like this. Okay, this is how we do it. So I didn't want to use that tool, so we'll straight away give the value here 15, and here whatever value is there, that value we give here. Okay, this is how we do it. I just want to show you like without using one. So like this we can do it. Then we can just position these holes. So double click on circle. One is over here, then one is over here, one is over here, and one is over here, and the big one is right in the center of it. So double click on dimensions. All the circles are 10 diameter. Double click, then enter. Double click, then enter. Double click, then enter. 10 enter. So then what else we have? So this is at a distance of 10 from here, and this is also at a distance of 10 from here. This is also at a distance of 10. This is also at a distance of 10. It's already there. Also already there. So yeah, what else is there? No, this thing value we have to put. The center circle diameter is how much? 40. So now just check why this is not constrained. So this is moving. So this is moving because we had removed some dimension there. So select this, select this, select the vertical over here. Give the distance 10. That is constrained. Check what is here also you have to give the distance. So go select this, select this, select the vertical. Here you give the distance here 10, and here again why is it like this? So select this and select this. You have 30 distance over here. So this is constraint. So it's complete, right? And this thing you can see, just read this. What I can do is just go here. take a line from here. Make this vertical, horizontal. Over here, make this channel. See, there's a shortcut for constraining, so I'll teach you that later. I just want to brief you like how it's done. What are the things that is you have to see? Clean enter. So like this, it's complete. So any doubts?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So
Nothing wrong.
this is basically how you have to do it. So I didn't want to teach you other tools. I was trying to avoid all these things. So this is one example. So you can do this example, and yeah, I'll give you one assignment. So you can try doing this. Yeah, this is easier. So try doing this for tomorrow's assignment. So you'll have to mail it to me along with the DFM documents. So you can take screenshot of this. This is 25, 20, 10, 22, 86, 10, 45, 55, 110, and 18. So once you're done with it, you can tell me it's done.
Done.
Okay.
I'm done as well.
Okay. Cool.
Is that one 8 actually? The smaller circle.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. And the other one, it is R6, the semicircle,
Yeah, R6. No, this is also R8.
or 8. Okay.
22, 45, 55, 110, 18, 8, 7, 25,
Oh,
20.
I thought that was 16. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like 16.
Yeah, I
There
think
18.
it's 16. It's 16. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just for practice.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can assume the values if you want. No big deal. So only thing is like you should you should familiarize yourself with the tools. You can do random sketches also. It doesn't matter. Okay. So just practice those tools.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm reminded for today. Okay.
Yeah.
Any
Mm-hmm.
doubts? Any doubts or something?
No.
You can ask.
No.
Okay. Listening. Amitosh, do you have any doubts? You can unmute now. You can.
Yeah.
If you have any doubts, you can ask.
No, not yet.
Okay. So then let's wind up. And yeah. Have you installed the
Yeah.
Okay.
software?
Beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
had.
Oh, you
Sorry.
have. Yeah, I was asking you, Amitosh.
Yeah, I had some problem with it. Was asking to select some license configuration.
Yeah, that you just have to go to the crack folder, just copy that crack file, and just paste it into the location. That's it. So if see you have this Catia logo, right? Icon is here.
Yeah.
You have to go to file, open file location. Okay, here there the crack file is there, right? The installation crack file. Just copy paste it here. There'll be some Windows karke some file will be there inside the crack. So that thing you just have to drop it here. So
.dll file.
yeah, .dll file, something you have to just drop it there. So in Catia we'll have this see install data, not this. So there's one more crack file. So that'll be you just have to copy and drop it here. In this you have to just paste. So you have to replace the other file. Then you have to open Catia. It will open. So it's very easy to install it. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, if you
Okay.
have any doubts, you can message me. So here I'll give you my number. Yeah, exactly. Satyaprabha. jsogroup.dll. So it's the file that you will find in that crack folder. You just have to drag and drop it into that. So I'll just give you my number.
Okay.
If you have any problem, you can just contact me.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. One more thing. Yeah. Amitosh, you can give your mail ID. I'll just add you to the drive.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Another class 3 video wasn't posted.
Yeah, I'll upload it today.
Thank you.
Okay then. Okay then. Let's wind up for today. So try to do those assignments by tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Bye. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.